Hey, what's up, AJT fam? For you guys that I promised to start doing the aftermarket earnings recaps every day, I am going to start doing that for you. I know it's only 2 or 3 of you guys, but that's fine. I told you I'd do anything that you need me to do to help you get better. And I know some of you members can't stay in, through the aftermarket. So this will be a good way for you to see what we've done. Now I'm going to work on getting it out a little bit earlier. I just need to adjust my schedule so that I can make sure it happens. So next week, it'll be coming out a lot earlier. So the morning trades I took, they're all recapped. The video is already posted. So if you want to see that, we had a really good morning, riding the ORB train. And honestly, the earnings trades are ORB trades as well. They're basically the same thing. And I traded all day long. And, I traded in the morning, the first 30 minutes. I traded for aftermarket earnings. And I make more money trading that strategy, that strategy using earnings, than anything else I do. But some days I'm not a good trader. And I traded awesome this morning. I traded like crap, this afternoon. These were really good trade opportunities that I screwed up. Okay, here's SQ. Here's an announcement candle. We got the low here. Well, it kind of came in between the 5-minute candles. And sometimes it does that, and it really gets frustrating when it does that. So we kind of had half and half here. But once it broke down, I was late getting in. It came all the way back up, started selling off again. But guess what? It was taking too long for me. It was like, man, I'm tired of this. It's just, come on. And Apple was about to report. So I was like, I convinced myself that this isn't doing anything. So I took it off. There was no reason for me to take it off here. None. But I just took it off and went to chase Apple. And look at the move it made. I mean, a really, really nice move. On, 500 shares, this is a really nice trade. But really messed that up. Again, bad trading. Not staying locked in on what I have. Yesterday, I did a really good job aftermarket, not chasing other stocks and just staying locked in on what I had. But here, I kind of messed up on. The other trade I took, and I did pretty good on Amazon, was, I did get in a little bit early, but I got in when it was breaking the 2-minute chart. And again, this thing kind of reported a little bit late. It got mixed up between 2-minute charts. And so I did get in. It did pull back. It opened here. It pulled back. Then it got aggressively bought back up. So I added. And I was in full size on this, on the 400 or 500 shares. And then it pulled back again. But after making that mistake on SQ, I was determined not to make a mistake here. And as long as the price action was not telling me technically this trade is dead, I'm going to let it work. There are people that tell you if it don't work right away, kill it, and all of this stuff. I honestly don't know how the hell you make money doing that. I really don't. But I don't do it, so I wouldn't know. But for me, I just can't see it. So as long as it technically is in play, I let it work. And you see, we made some pretty good money on this. This is about $1,000 trade, just on this. And this was a bad, kind of a bad price action day. Now, I do want to tell you this. Whenever you have like 18 20 stocks hitting our scanner, what's going to happen is the volume is going to be spread out between all of these stocks. And so, when we get stocks like Tesla reporting or Nvidia, where there's only a handful of stocks, you're going to get the majority of the volume in those stocks, and they're going to really move. These will have a hard time because it may take a minute before volume starts to come in and people start reacting. So, this is kind of par for the course for a day like today, but we locked in some good money on it. The stupid trade, now remember, I dumped Amazon. No, I dumped SQ to go for Apple. And, this wasn't the best of moves right here. So I get short. This is all the same order. It was washing out fast. So some of it filled here, the rest of it filled here. And we got to my first target and it bounced. Came all the way back up, took me out at break even, sold off, and then it looked like it was bouncing here. Now, this is where I knew that there was somebody else trading for me today. Because number one, I cut a trade to go chase another one that wasn't out of play. That's one mistake. Second mistake is I bought into resistance, anticipating this bouncing. Dumb. There's no trade here. There's no reason to buy this here. Even though we had a strong green candle all the way up here, there was no reason for me to buy it into the 9 moving average. That was stupid. And that's exactly what I did. And look, the stock made the move I was looking for. Right down to 185. Alright, but and this probably could have been my third mistake, was I wasn't going to take it off. Because in my mind, and I went back and started looking at stuff that I don't normally do. Looking at analyst stuff, looking at where orders are placed, the option orders are placed. So I'm like, you know what? This thing holds, I'm keeping it. And it recovered. It's like holding the 20 and the 9 and everything. So we may get a gap up tomorrow and I may look like a genius. But I want to, full disclosure, this was a dumbass trade. And it might have been even dumber for me to hold it. And it could be that I don't want to be wrong. I don't care about the money, because even if I took the loss on this, I still would have a really good green day. So it's not that. It may just be the fact that I don't want to be wrong about it. But it's something that even through my reflection, I just couldn't put my finger on. And, it is what it is. I don't know if it's a product of the medication I've taken the last 3 days for my migraines. They say, hydrocodone does some crazy stuff for you. So I don't know. But just wanted you to see, this is not a perfect day. Not a perfect day by any means. But it is a pretty decent, profitable day. So to show you what I was saying, let me snip this. And I'll show you, then we'll log off here. All right, so what I was saying, right now as it stands, we locked in, 24/19/77. If I went ahead and took the loss on Apple, I would still have almost $1,400, in the hole. But it's not a bad thing. That still wouldn't have been too bad of a day for me. But this is what I'm telling you. Not all trades are gonna work. You're gonna make mistakes. Things are gonna go south. But if you stay consistent, trading the way you're supposed to, everything's gonna work out. And you just have to have faith and stick to what you believe in. But that's gonna do it for me. These recaps aren't gonna be this long. This is the first one. The rest of them will be under 5 minutes, I promise you. So you guys have a great evening, and I will see you in the morning.